What is with the voice?
Turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle.
All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? How are we all doing out there tonight? Good? Excellent. All right, I'm going to go ahead right now, and I have just shared this link to the show on the Clarence Woods Emerson page. I'm also going to go about, I'm going to go ahead and post it on Twitter right now. Can we get some Twitter followers, people? I'm at TB_Aidan, at TB_Aidan. I fought so hard to get back on Twitter, and now I can't get any followers. So maybe I need a better handle. I don't know. At TB_Aidan, AIDAN. And I'm going to live revealing new interesting documents about what wine cooler, what do we call wine cooler Wendy, the star witness for the Trump re-election hoax. All right. Cool. All right, cool. So there we go. I've shared it right there. I'm also going to go ahead and share it on the Uncle Turtleboy page. Sorry, I got to keep all these. I always got to tell you guys all the fucking pages that we have. The Uncle Turtleboy page it has like a little over 12,000 followers right now. It's weak. It's weak. It doesn't grow very much. That's what she said. But I am having trouble like just getting followers. I don't know why. It's not like it was back in the old days. I used to like. Remember back in the day, I would start a new page and we'd have it to like 10,000 followers in like 3 days, and then it would get taken down. The new thing now is like the page doesn't get taken down, but then I can't get followers. So it's like a catch-22. But anyway, you should be following all these pages. I'm going to go ahead and post right there. I'm also going to post it to, you can follow me on Parler. I'm at Turtleboy on Parler. Pretty simple, at Turtleboy.
I'm going to go ahead.
Parler is the new kind of free speech platform. It's like supposed to be a competitor to Twitter, but I don't know. We'll see if it can make it. I got a lot of followers on Twitter. I got over 3,000 followers in a short amount of time. So give me a follow on there. Definitely get some interaction. The only thing about Parler is it's like an echo chamber. So you can't go at it with liberals, which really just isn't as much fun. I got to be perfectly honest with you. That's the difference between us and them, is that we like to go at it with them, like because their ideas are so stupid, but they want us banned from around them. They don't want to hear us because they know that in the marketplace of ideas, more often than not, they're going to lose. Like when your official position is, men can be women, you're not going to win. That's not going to go over so well. So they don't want you there. It is what it is. Follow me on Parler. I'm at Turtleboy. All right. So how's the crowd looking tonight? Good. Excellent. You guys might notice the last time we spoke on Tuesday, I was talking about how I was banned from PayPal. That is true. That is absolutely true. I am banned from PayPal. However, we have done a couple things since then. So you may notice there is still a donation button on the website now. It's just through Stripe now. We just go through a different processor. It really wasn't that hard. And I got the money back from PayPal today. So good. So fuck PayPal. I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Like fuck them. They lost all this money from me that they could have made doing absolutely nothing. And now Stripe can make it processing the payments again because hopefully they like making money. We'll see how long that lasts. All right. So make sure you're smashing that like button, guys. I only see 88 viewers. It's piss poor. Let's share this up. Share it. Share it. I shared it on Clarence. Everybody watch right now. If you're on social media, go and share it. Let people know we're live because we got a good show here tonight. Got a lot of good stuff to talk about. And yeah. So also, if you feel like donating during the show, you can donate to the super chat. So I've put the super chat function back on. Oh, hold on. Yeah. So anyway, the super chat, because it just happened. Like I just got the money back like an hour ago. So I'm not going to lie, but that just happened. Anyway, where the hell was I with this? Oh yeah, the super chat function. So if you want to donate on there, there's a little button on there, and you'll get a little pop in the billboard. It'll say your name. You can put whatever funny message you want. I'll try to read them off as we go along. All right, so let's get this started. All right, so earlier today we talked about the only blog I really had time for today. I'll have some more content coming later. So I've been really busy. I got both kids on Thursdays. It's pain in the ass because my wife's at fucking work and I'm doing remote learning. So I'm like a fucking prisoner in my own house. And it's a little difficult to get work done, unfortunately, but whatever. It's just the way it is now. There's no hope for this country. We are literally living in a country where every single mayor, governor, whoever has been caught on film at one point defying their own stupid lockdown orders. Like we've seen we got to get a list going of like elected officials who have been caught in the act. We've got Nancy Pelosi, obviously she stood out with her mask. Gavin Newsom, fucking moron. The mayor of San Francisco ended up going to the same restaurant as Gavin Newsom the next day, the French Laundry, to pay $400 for a fucking meal. You have the mayor of Austin, Texas, who got caught giving a broadcast about staying home from a hotel room in Mexico. I shit you not, on vacation. The mayor of Denver got caught going to visit his daughter in Mississippi on Thanksgiving. Marty Walsh, we caught him, didn't we? We've seen Gina Raimondo, happen to her multiple times. Thank you very much, Kate Batista. I appreciate that. We've seen Gina Raimondo, happen to her a bunch of times. Remember that? Good old Gina. Go to protests without masks on. Both Cuomo brothers, they've been caught. Literally everybody's been caught violating their own stupid order because none of them believe it. And the most amazing part about this continues to be the fact that the citizens don't give a shit. The citizens aren't like having an uprising over this. Like if this was France in 1783, we'd be beheading people by now. But because it's America, it's a country of pussies now, and who want to hide from a virus, they just accept that. Like literally the people telling you have to shut down your business and you can't go out at all are also just completely ignoring their own rules. Why? Number one, they don't believe in coronavirus being that dangerous because, spoiler alert, it's not. And number two, they know that it doesn't work. So they just don't fucking follow it. So neither should you. But the amazing part is all these people, they see these stories come out and they're not outraged. Like that just boggles my mind. And there is no hope for a population that can get shit on like that and just say, yes, shit on me some more. I enjoy it when you defecate on my face. Thank you very much. So there's my rant about that. So now let's rant about something else. Right-wingers. So as you guys know, I am a Trump supporter. I'm MAGA till I die, basically. You know, I was a big Trump guy in this election. I voted for him. I urge everybody to. I think it's a fucking catastrophe that he won't be president on January 20th. Okay? The difference between me and other MAGA people is that last part I said right there, that he won't be president on January 20th because he won't be. Thank you, Heidi. Heidi says, screw PayPal and screw that COVID vaccination card. They're rolling out. Oh, yeah. The vaccine, guys. The vaccine. You guys getting the vaccine? Let me see in the comments. Give me a 1 in the comments if you're getting the vaccine when it comes out, the COVID vaccine, and 2 if you ain't getting it. Go. Two. Holy shit. Is anybody getting it? Look at all these 2s. Why is there... Well, Fat Rob, you only got to answer once, guy. That's everybody's fucking saying 2. I haven't seen a single one. Waiting for the first person to get the vaccine. Nobody's getting the fucking vaccine. I haven't seen one. 69. Okay. Zachary's getting the vaccine. Okay, so we got one guy getting the vaccine. Everybody else is a no. I'd like to hear, and I can throw up your answers on the big screen because I'm genuinely curious about this. Why aren't you getting the vaccine? Because I have my reasons, and I'll explain in one moment. It's actually a really simple reason. Michelle says she's letting Biden get it first. Probably needs it more than you. I'm going to sell mine on eBay. I like that one. Oh, D. Luke's getting it. There's one. He's getting the vaccine. Christopher's getting it. Okay. M. Job says he's waiting it out. All right. That's interesting. I'm not getting it because they tell me to. That's a good answer. I like that. We'll see what happens with Zach first. Another good one. Don't trust it. They want to test it for $1 million. I'm in. Okay, excellent. Let's see. So I don't trust the vaccine. See, but you're not being forced, are you? So that's the thing. Will it be forced? Because they're already talking about like cards. Like You need a fucking card. You don't need a voter ID. You don't need an ID to vote, but you need an ID to prove that you don't have that you have the coronavirus vaccine. That makes tons of sense. So, the reason I'm not getting it's not that I don't trust. I do like the idea of other people going first. So, in case there are complications there, because you never know with this shit. You're injecting shit into your body. I'll wait. Let me know. The main reason I'm not going to get it is because I don't care if I get COVID. And that's been my position since day one. I don't give a shit about commie cold because commie cold has never been a threat to me, ever. To most people out there, it was never really a threat to you at all, like remotely. And I'll get the polio vaccine. That doesn't mean I'm an anti-vaxxer. I'll get the polio vaccine. Why? Because I like walking. I enjoy my legs. And if I get polio, then you lose, usage of your legs. So that's why I get the polio vaccine, right? I don't want to get measles either because people die from measles like a lot. But they don't anymore because we have the vaccine for it. Pretty simple stuff, really. So why would I get a vaccine for something? Thank you. Bruins Gal says, I will not take it because there is no mRNA vaccine in history. I'm not scientific enough to know what that means, but I'll take your word for it. But like I said, I'm like, it just seems like a lot of work. Like I'm going to go take time off from my day to go get a vaccine for something I'm not, to protect me from something I'm not afraid of. Like, what am I going to get a vaccine from headaches too? Right? I mean, I'm going to get a vaccine from, what about just a vaccine from the cold, from the common cold? I mean, it's like, who cares? You're not going to die from it. Who gives a shit? That's the thing. It's like and Amanda's right. Like, you're not an anti-vaxxer if you don't want this, because anti-vaxxers are against like the polio vaccine and stuff. Like, they don't want vaccines that can, like, life-saving vaccines that can protect you from disasters. Like, getting COVID is not a disaster. It's just, you don't even know you have it, most people. Like, think of how many fucking professional athletes and like celebrities and people, like I feel like every athlete's got it by now, pretty much. Think of all the, Lamar Jackson has gotten it, Cam Newton's gotten it, Trevor Lawrence has gotten it. They all get it. Has there ever been a time when a famous person has gotten commie cold and you've been even remotely worried about it? Like, you have it. Like, the common cold is a coronavirus. Thank you, Bruins guy. I appreciate that. But yeah, has there ever been a time when you've even been remotely worried about like, oh no, Steph Gilmore got COVID. He might die. That never even crossed your mind. Never crossed your mind. And this is what we're hiding from, something that has no chance of killing pretty much anybody. And by the way, the 250,000 people dead is the biggest fucking lie. Somebody made a good comment about voter fraud today. Instead of investigating voter fraud, they should investigate fucking who's pushing these lies about 250,000 dead people. Like, there are not 250,000 dead people from COVID. Stop it. That's a fucking lie, and everybody knows it. You know why I know that's a lie? Because odds are, you're watching this, you're listening to this right now, you don't know a goddamn person who's died from commie cold. Unless you, like, go to dance parties, sock hops, in nursing homes. You don't know anybody that's died of commie cold. And the people who have died of commie cold, 94% of them had a comorbidity. They were already fucking sick as shit anyway. And this just either accelerated or their body was weak and it pushed them over the top. It is what it is. Healthy people, fear not. I mean, it's just the biggest lie. That's what Donald Trump and them should have been investigating, because that's why he lost the election, is because the lie about 250,000 dead people won the day. That won the day. You put this, Trump was winning everything until COVID happened. He was killing it in the polls. He was cruising a re-election. And then what can we do? We could just 250,000 dead people. That's what they start off every fucking talking point with. It was just a fucking lie. It was all a lie. 250,000 people are not dead from COVID. That is a lie. A complete and total lie. This idea that masks work. Don't even get me started. I'm going down the wrong picture. Anyway. Well, that's interesting. She says a friend of the family is 94 at COVID in the nursing home is fine. I mean, if a 94-year-old can, our fucking president, come on, Donald Trump, our fat, obese, out of shape, elderly president can get COVID and be fine, then you can be fine too. I mean, I don't know anybody, guys, anybody. I know people who died from cancer. I know people who have died in car accidents. Like, that's a thing. Like, you know people. I don't know fucking anybody that's died from COVID. I just don't. I refuse to believe. And people keep calling it a pandemic. What the fuck does that even mean? What is a pandemic then? Like, this is a pandemic? When we were fighting in World War II, if you were alive back then, there would be like 4 kids from your block who died in the war. Like, one died in Iwo Jima, the other died, you know what I mean? In Indonesia, another guy died in fucking Italy. Like, there would be dead people all over your neighborhood. Like, that guy fucking died. Like, in Worcester, in the middle of Worcester, in Newton Square, there's a huge World War II memorial. And all the names of Worcester residents, just Worcester, who died fighting this, like fighting the Nazis and the Japanese. They're just fucking up there because they were people you knew from around the block. I don't know anybody. Does anybody know what? Like, what the fuck? It's all a big lie. It's all a big lie. Didn't like 250,000 Americans die in World War II. Slightly more than that, slightly. And you knew them. Like, it was very, like, people you know were affected by this. That doesn't happen with COVID. It doesn't. Like, nobody knows anybody. So, anyway. So let's go on. Let's talk about here the first topics. Now I want to shit on some conservatives about this whole voter fraud thing. So let me pull this blog up here, and we'll get into this. Because I got an update on this one. You're going to want to see. It's good. Nobody else has this yet. I've checked it out. All right, so this is Wine Cooler Wendy, and she was called in front of the. Well, first of all, let's talk about voter fraud. Let's just go with the blog here before we get to her. So Donald Trump, it's really important for people to understand. You have to come to grips with this, and I've said this from day one. He lost, guys. It's fucking over. Like, in case you haven't been paying attention to the news, everything is going very badly. He loses every fucking court decision in court, and they got like laughed out of court. Like, they're not even close. There was a 6-1 decision in Wisconsin in their Supreme Court about this, and it's not going very well. In the 5 swing states here, right? Georgia, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Michigan. Okay, the 3 that were really close and like doable are Wisconsin. He lost by 20,000. Arizona, he only lost by 10,000, and Georgia, 15,000. Michigan, he lost by 150,000 votes. You can't. That's not happening. You're not winning Michigan. You lost. It's over. In Pennsylvania, he lost by 80,000 votes. That's pretty much over. Like, you're not going to overcome that. They had a recount in Wisconsin. He actually lost by more than they hoped for in Wisconsin. So it's over. He lost the election. Now, you could talk about voter fraud and all this stuff, and that's wonderful. I don't doubt that dead people vote. It happens all the fucking time. It's been happening all the fucking. It's a democratic tradition like none other. I get that. I get that you want to be skeptical of how elections work. You should be skeptical of every election. I don't know why it just got highlighted in this election because we lost, but we mocked the left for the last 4 years, and rightfully so, because they couldn't accept the fact that Trump won. And they blamed it on Russians and Facebook and all the shit. We laughed at them because they were a fucking joke. You've become that joke if you're still hitching your wagon to these charlatans out there, right? These Lynn Woods, who are now in Georgia, by the way, raising money for themselves, telling you don't vote in the runoff election for Georgia Senate, right? Because there's 2 elections down there that are going to happen in January. Right now, there's 50 Republican senators and 48 Democrats. We have to, if they win those 2 seats, then it's 50-50, and they get the tiebreaker because Kamala Harris is going to be president of the Senate. And so it'll be 51 of 50. We're going to lose everything. They will have the House. They'll have the presidency. They will immediately make Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. states. They will then get 2 more senators each. They'll both be Democrats, and they will pack the court with a bunch of liberal justices. It's fucking game over. Everything Donald Trump worked for is gone if we lose those 2 seats. Seen a lot of fucking, and so any Republican telling you, oh, don't vote, this election doesn't matter, they are in it for themselves. They're always saying, yeah, just give me money and I'll keep exposing fraud. And look at this YouTube video I found in fucking ballots in suitcases with no fucking context to it. Something's up here. They're making money off of you. Stop it. Most intelligent conservatives at this point have come around to it, that it's fucking over. Let Trump throw his hissy fit on Twitter. It's all amusing. I like it. I've always found his theatrics funny and amusing. Okay. But stop it. Like, there's real shit here, like the Senate, that we need to fucking win. We need to adapt winning strategies moving forward. And whining about voting fraud ain't it. The reason that Joe Biden won this election is really fucking simple. It's really simple, folks. Mail-in voting. That's it. That's all it comes down to. When you give the Democrats 3 fucking weeks to vote, 3 weeks, do you understand how good they are at getting people to come out on one day? That's like their expertise. They used to be a Tammany Hall back in the day, used to just pick up drunks, deliver them to the polls, and say, vote for the Tammany candidate. Vote for whoever the Tammany candidate is. Democrat, vote for them. Well, now you give them 3 months to do that, which is how long voters had to get your ballot in. 3 months. They're going to get everybody to vote. It's no coincidence that vote. I mean, how many? 10 more million votes Trump got this election. The Democrats got like 15 million more votes. And I believe that because they had 3 months to do it. You know how many lazy people there are in this country that just couldn't be bothered to vote on election day? In Nevada, they mail the ballots to you. You don't even have to request one. Everybody gets one in the mail. It's got a self-addressed stamp on it. You don't even have to fucking pay a dime. It's just free. That's what they want. They want lazy, apathetic people who contribute nothing to society to vote. That because they will vote for them. That is how they govern. That's exactly what they fucking want. The dumber, the better. There's a reason they want 16-year-olds to vote. No, not everyone should vote. If you can't get off your fucking ass and vote on election day, then you don't care enough and you shouldn't fucking vote. Period. And of course, they use the lie with COVID to push for this. And what did Republicans do about it? Nothing. They sat on their ass and they let it happen. But it didn't have to be that way. I looked at the state legislatures of these 5 states, and it broke it down right here, and you guys can see it in this blog. Arizona and Georgia both have a Republican governor, state senate, and state legislature. They could easily pass a bill outlawing mail-in voting in their state. The governor would sign it. Problem solved. No mail-in voting in those states. Without mail-in voting, Donald Trump wins Georgia and Arizona, no questions asked. That would bring the electoral vote. Biden got 306. Georgia has 16, so that would be 290. Arizona's got 11. It would be down to 279, 259. Now we got a nail biter. You win Wisconsin, we got a tie. Okay? So if there's no mail-in voting, he wins Pennsylvania too. And Pennsylvania's got, their house is controlled by the Republicans. Michigan's house is controlled by Republicans. Wisconsin's house and Senate are controlled by Republicans. So this could be done. It could be done. Instead, they allowed it to happen. You can't complain about the rules afterwards. You got to do what the rest of the NFL always did with the Patriots. What happens every time the Patriots win a fucking Super Bowl? They come up with new fucking rules about what the Patriots can't do anymore. That's all they do. It's like, remember that? Like, oh, you're being too hard on Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. You're pushing them too much. So we're going to have a new rule. You can't touch them, within 5 feet of the line of scrimmage or else it's a penalty. That's what they do. But the Patriots, meanwhile, the Patriots won already. So you can't undo it. They already won. Tuck rule. We won the Super Bowl because of the tuck rule. They've since gotten rid of that. But we fucking won. We did win. And Biden won too. And you can't change the rules now. Heritage says, corrupt as the day is long and the damn GOP just sitting and grinning. Yeah, they should have done something before. It's too late. It's too late for 2020. But moving forward, you're going to lose every single election going forward if you allow mail-in voting. It has to fucking end. It has to end. End it. That is the cancer. Mail-in voting. End mail-in voting. Stop whining about fraud and dead people voting. You can't fucking stop that, but you can stop mail-in voting. End mail-in voting, and you'll win elections again, period. So that's my rant about that. Anyway, Trump has latched onto Shiva, which you've given up at this point. I mean, I wish I could tell Donald Trump, like, dude, watch the Turtle Boy interview with him. Just watch him call me a cocksucker a bunch of times. Watch him explain why he refused to debate the winner of the election, Kevin O'Connor, the primary election at least, and how he claims 1 million votes are missing for him. I mean, it's just, if anybody listens to Shiva, they understand he's fucking crazy. But Donald Trump's out there like, this is what he's rested his hopes on, is Shiva. The other person that they've rested their hopes on is this woman. Thank you there, Donald Selinsky, who says 25. Okay, cool. So this woman right here, her name is Mellissa Carone, also known as Wine Cooler Wendy. There she blows. All right, she's I mean, you just look at this broad, you're like, this looks like every slam pig at Last Call at Leitrim's back in the day. Look at her. There's her creepy husband. Of course, she's got an Explore Talent modeling profile. Petite Mediterranean, 5'2", 104 pounds. Sexy. Okay, there she blows. Duck face, in effect. I mean, she looks like every basic bitch ever, doesn't she? Good Lord. Dog filter, you name it. I'm surprised he doesn't have a flat brim Chicago Bulls hat on at this point. Adam Hurst says the Democratic senator from West Virginia, Joe Manchin, already said he would not vote on any progressive agenda like court packing. Yeah, Joe Manchin comes from one of the reddest states in the country. He's certainly not progressive, but he's the only Democrat that voted for Kavanaugh. He's basically a dino, the opposite of a rhino, but he's the least of our problems. So there she blows right there. Look at those. I mean, those ain't real, right? Those are juicy. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't. It would be like, she'd be a good stripper, but I don't know if she'd be the best person that you'd want to have as an expert witness for, overturning the results of a presidential election. I don't know if that's her strength. So this is her background on LinkedIn. University of Michigan, associate's degree. Huh? Associate's degree. University of Michigan's a hard school to get into, and it's also a university. Universities don't do associate's degrees. Community colleges do. Okay. So she says she has an associate's degree in computer information technology, whatever that means, and a certificate, security and certificate, whatever that means. She also went to ITT, which is the commercial you see online. You may as well go to the University of My Pillow at that point. And yeah, so obviously here's her certificate of completion for the Cyber Awareness Challenge. This is her expertise. Okay. She also sells Harley Quinn underpants on Facebook. And yeah, there she blows. Anyway, she's become somewhat of a celebrity lately because Rudy Giuliani has decided to parade her around as an expert witness because she got a job not working at Dominion. She was like contracted somehow to work for them. I don't know she was at Ford before that, where she was fired. And here she is, like, loving the interview. Notice she just puts glasses on, a little pantsuit, and they dolled her up. She looked 10 years older, no, when she testified. And she's loving the fact that she is like this fucking celebrity. She is just your run-of-the-mill, last call slam pig. That's all she is, okay? Don't forget that. Like, this is the kind of shit she tweets. I hate when guys lie about stupid shit. There you go. And she claims to be also, unbiased, but she's just obviously clearly not in their most. And just, we need to watch this together. I played this on the Jerry Callahan podcast today. We just need to enjoy this. Okay. This is, so she's testifying in front of the Michigan House of Representatives committee about voting fraud. Keep in mind, she is answering questions here from a Republican. So these are the people who are literally looking for her to provide any sort of evidence of voter fraud so that they can feel justified in what's happening right now. Like they would prefer if voting fraud occurred because then that would give them hope. And this is what they get instead.
The poll book is completely off. Completely off.
Off by
That
30,000?
I'd say that poll book is off by over 100,000.
I love her sass. She's so funny. So basically the poll book, which I guess is like a book of how many people voted or something like that in certain counties. And she's saying that the allegation is 30,000 votes in this county are missing or whatever, or 30,000 more people. I don't know what the allegation is, but basically whatever the book is off by 30,000. And he's like, 30,000. I don't see evidence of 30,000. He's like, no, because it's not 30,000. More like 100,000. Where is she getting that number from? She just pulled it out of her ass. She did nothing. She's literally just a person who was called in to oversee a fucking voting machine. She would fucking know about 100,000 missing votes. What does she know? So she goes on.
That poll book. Why don't you look at the registered voters on there?
Huh?
How many registered voters are on there?
She's so fucking smart. She's so smart. Why don't you do this? I also love how she does the majority of the questioning during this.
Do you even know the answer to that?
Do you?
I guess I'm trying to get to the bottom of this here.
Zero. There's zero.
Zero. So the zero
question then
registered voters. Okay.
Is if the
Guess how many? Wait. What about the turnout rate? 100.
Rudy's trying to get her to stop. She's got to be. Is she drunk? That's what I want to know. Is she wasted during this, or is she just? She's just trashy and stupid, and this is how she is. Vote in the comments right now. 1, if you think she's wasted. 2, if you think she's just good old fashioned trashy. Go ahead. Mike said, did you find any naughty pics? I think I'm in love. I hope so soon. Actually, we're going to get to that. There's some videos. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. So it looks like about 2/3 of you right now, or not, maybe closer to half. Maybe 40% of you so far think she's drunk. Yeah, it could be both. Could be both. So the bottom line is Rudy. I mean, the people like Rudy Giuliani, when you present people like this, like if this is the best you got, if Trump's fate is dependent on this woman, you're fucked. You're completely fucked. And I want people to understand that, because you see all the MAGA people like defending this woman. It's like, no, dude, this is embarrassing. This is a fucking joke. You don't want to associate with this shit.
20%.
20%.
Let's let Representative Johnson ask his question.
so the poll book number, there's 2 things that could happen here. Either the poll book number, if ballots were counted multiple times, there's 2 options. Option number 1 is that the poll book numbers are not going to match.
They don't.
The actual. Not by thousands and thousands of votes. That's not what we see right now.
Take a look again.
Take a look
Number
again.
2 is that they essentially were filling in names of people who didn't vote.
Dead people too?
So is that?
Let's let
your
Representative
suggestion?
Johnson ask his question, and then when
I
he's
thought that
done,
was his answer. Okay.
Well, I guess that's my question here is why we're not seeing the poll book off by 30,000 votes. That's not the case.
What did you guys do? Take it and do something crazy to it?
That's the best thing. One more time. He's like, basically, so you're saying that voting is off by 30,000 votes. We're not seeing that. AKA, like, do you have any evidence? Like, I could really use some evidence right now, because like I'm not seeing it. Her response:
1,000 votes. That's not the case.
What did you guys do? Take it and do something crazy to it?
There's something crazy to it? Like, what does that even mean? Do something crazy? Like, that's the level of intellect we were dealing with here with this woman. Like, just they did something crazy with it. Hey, he did it. The state representative somehow counts votes. The Republican state representative, he did something crazy with it. What is it? I don't know, but it's fucking crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So look at
I'm
those.
just saying the numbers are not off by 30,000 votes. So
I know what I
saying
saw.
that they're filling in.
I know what I saw. And I signed something saying that if I'm wrong, I can go to prison. Did you?
She's so confident. I love it. I love how confident she is. I signed something that said, I got a present if I sign this. Did you? Checkmate. She got him. She got him. Ooh, yeah. You're not willing. I got a present. I signed an affidavit. So, did you? Therefore, I could not possibly lie.
Okay,
I'm just trying to ask you a legitimate question here.
Yeah, let's let Representative Johnson ask his question, and then
This
don't
poor
interrupt
guy.
him.
This poor guy.
And then if you want to respond to it, that's fine. And did you have more, Representative?
Yeah, I guess I just want to keep following back up with the poll book. So are we saying that the poll book is either wildly off or that they're filling in names?
It's wildly off, and dead people voted, and illegals voted.
Okay.
So that's my answer.
It's just, she just starts throwing it all out there. It's wildly off, and dead people voted, and illegals. Like literally every right-wing talking point with no evidence whatsoever to back up fucking anything. And I actually got a copy of her affidavit. We're gonna look at it shortly. So there's all that. There's a couple more videos of her on here. Like she was on a fucking roll. This one is check this. This is
Going back to the ruling from Judge Timothy Kearney, he writes that your
you know they're Democrats because they have masks on, by the way.
Does not square with any other affidavit. No other reports of lost data, Democratic challengers, nor city officials substantiate your version of these events. The allegation is systematic in that fraud.
Let me tell you what I did by accident, okay? I gave Channel 7 an interview that they tied in to that and made me the witness that's uncredible. Guess what? There's going to be a couple behind me that are going to say the same thing I just said. And
guess what?
The witness before you was also proven not credible as well by the same
she
judge.
wasn't, because she wasn't even there.
Oh no, she wasn't.
Let's let her finish.
She wasn't even there. Well, that sounds like she's not really credible then, dear. Thank you,
I
Brittany.
just wanna understand,
She would be fun at parties.
I don't know what exactly all the things that are being talked about there are, but can you tell us what you said today is the truth? Is that correct?
Sir, I wrote a written affidavit. Yes, it is 100% true.
Okay, and did other people observe this?
Absolutely. And behind me, you're going to hear a couple.
Okay.
So there's that one. Here's another one. Let's see. This one's great.
If this were to happen, it would show up in the tabulations being off, and we know
They were off.
we know to what extent that they're off.
They were off.
Right? Yeah, we know that.
So why are you asking? What are you asking me?
I'm trying to ask you if
Sir,
someone were to
go ahead.
If someone were to go and run the same ballot over and over and over again, that would end up showing up as a massive discrepancy, right?
Did
And we've added up the
took a ballot
discrepancies.
and ran it over and over and over again?
Did I say
Just
that?
one ballot or a batch of 50?
Either way, I mean, the batch of 50 is going to be
If you
even
take
more.
one and you run it over and over and over again, yeah, people are going to notice.
So she's alleging that she witnessed people take a Biden ballot, like a vote for Biden, and just run it through the machine a whole bunch of times. And he's like, are you saying that this happened 50 times? You witnessed somebody put a Biden? She's like, no, stupid. They didn't do 150 times. They did 10 Biden votes 5 times, because if they did it 150 times, then they would be caught. Stupid.
That one has been ran over and over. I had numerous challengers come up to me and say, what's going on here? One guy got thrown out because he took a picture of me.
Sure. I'm just wondering why the numbers at the end of the day aren't matching up with the stories that we're hearing. I'm trying to square that circle. And I know there's going to be an investigation of all of these
allegations. As good as everybody
allegations.
else is in here.
Yeah, there's
Why
going to be an
isn't it-
investigation
why
of all
isn't
of
it
this, and
matching
we're going
up?
to look into all
It's
these
not
details.
matching up.
And-
Everything
and-
that happened at that TCF center was fraud. Every single thing.
Every single thing.
Every avenue was
Excuse me.
taken to commit
Like, it's
that.
just like, what a fucking shit show. This, by the way, and by the way, she also said that she She's so scared for her life that she had to shut down social media, and then
I gotta go pee. I want to.
It's completely
Yo,
off.
where's that thing?
Completely
Where's the
off.
thing? Where's the cat?
That poll, I'd say
Hey, what
that poll
happens if
book
I
is
blow
off
in
by
this
over
hand?
100,000.
I'm gonna.
That poll book. Why don't you look at the registered voters?
You do
on
it
there?
better than Bob.
How many registered
It takes
voters
a
are on there?
man to know what a man likes.
The
I gotta go pee.
oh, it's so great. It's so great. Okay.
Yo, where's
All right.
that
So,
thing?
got an
Completely
update on
Where's
this whole
the
thing.
cat?
Got an
That
update.
poll-
We're going to look at it now.
I'd say
Hey, what
that
happens
poll
if
book
Because
is
a lot
off
of
by
the MAGA people have been coming at me. Lisa says, thanks for all your hard work. You still teach your audience is just different. That's like a beautiful thing you just said there, Lisa. I really appreciate it. I still teach. My audience is just different. Very well said. Thank you very much. Anyway, so let's see. Her Midwestern accent. That's the Chicago accent. This chick is from Chicago, in case you can't tell. So anyway, got a little update on you because you guys get it first because you guys subscribe. When you subscribe to the channel, you get content before everyone else. So this is the next blog I'm going to publish here. It's already been pretty much written. Give an intro into everything that just happened or passed and stuff like that. All right, so here's the new update. So all these freaking MAGA people are up my ass. So just because you work a job that society deems bad, what you don't have eyes or ears? Give me a break. Also, if you say you're a Trump supporter and an American, you are admitting Trump lost. Are you, or were you really a supporter? So Mike Boyer is a stupid person. He's obviously not intelligent. Clearly, he writes like a fourth grader. His insinuation that somehow admitting that your team lost the game or your candidate lost means that you no longer support that candidate is just stupid. It's asinine. I admit, like, even when I think like the Patriots last year against the Kansas City Chiefs, remember how that game went? How awful the officiating was in that game? It was disgraceful. But we lost. It was bullshit. It was not fair. But they won, and then they won the Super Bowl largely because they won that game because they got a first round bye and we didn't. So they won. The Kansas City Chiefs did. They wouldn't have even played at fucking home at all were it not for that. Instead, they got 2 home games and cruised to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, this is the level of stupidity these MAGA people are dealing with. And I'm a MAGA guy too, but I'm embarrassed for you people. I mean, this is how we separate the retards from the smart people, basically. Okay? I mean, we all need to vote for the same guy, but we are not all equal, all 75 million of us. When Trump is serving a second term, which he will, then we can talk. You're an analogay doesn't hold water. So I'm going to screenshot that. I'm going to post it on January 20th. Other people, this chick, Andrea Durbin's like, I'm unfollowing. You go to her page. It's all MAGA shit. I mean, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with you? First of all, if you read a blog and you like it and then you leave because you didn't like one fucking take, you're a fucking bitch. You're a cunt. I don't want you here. I fucking hated you the whole time. And I got a lot of laughing emojis. I'm like, no, I meant that. I really fucking hate her. I've always hated her. I've always hated the people that think that like somehow I am beholden to you to agree with you all the fucking time. Because I voted for Donald Trump, I have to like sell out. Like I have to join the retard crew, right? Pretend that like reality is no longer reality. Like that's what you want me to do. No, people come to Turtle Boy because they want the truth. They know I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They know I'm not going to bullshit you. They know I'm going to give you my honest assessment and fair assessment, no matter what the case is. And just because you've agreed with me a whole bunch before doesn't mean you're going to agree with me every time. And that's fine too. Goddamn, Jennifer Altman and Laura Hakes probably disagree with me like 90% of the time, right? Yet they're still fucking here. How about that? It can be done. I'm telling you, it can be done. Trust me. Anyway, like this other guy down here is saying, Turtle Boy has been an election fraud truther. So if you don't believe that this was stolen, you're a fucking truther now. He's fully convinced, and I'm not saying there wasn't fraud here that might have cost the president that trumped the election. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you can't get it over. There's nothing you can do about it. The game has been played already. The rules were the rules, and it's fucking over. Okay? He's fully convinced the election was on the up and up. No, I'm not. He's completely ignoring the daily barrage of evidence. What fucking evidence? This is not evidence, this chick. This is a drunk ranting and providing free entertainment for us. That's all this is. So anyway, let's talk about Mellissa Carone, the person, a little bit more. So she just got off probation. Here are her court documents. On let's see, what is the date here? All right, so on 6/6/2019, she was sentenced to 12 months probation after being convicted of using a computer to commit a crime. I repeat, the woman who was alleging that Dominion voting machines were used to commit a crime, election fraud, was herself recently convicted of a crime involving computers. You cannot make this kind of fucking irony up. And I hope you MAGA diehards feel fucking, do you feel stupid? Do you feel, you should. You should feel very, very fucking stupid. You are following a 2-bit ratchet criminal whore, okay? That's who you've latched your wagon to because of your unquestioning loyalty to Rudy Giuliani, who is fucking profiting off of your retardedness and running up the bill on the Trump family on the way out. That is what is happening right now. They are just running up the bill on the Trump family, okay? They know that they can't fucking win this. They are making a name for themselves, and they're laughing at you. They are mocking you. Just understand that. They are fucking con artists. Anyway, she also had a charge that was dropped as part of her plea agreement for obscenity in the first degree. But it doesn't say. So the Daily Mail has put out this court records, but they couldn't find what it was because it's not in there. But I found out through the power of Facebook. So let's find out how. This is her husband, this creepy looking dude. What is with that haircut? This wannabe fake Cullen in here. Matt Stackpool is his name. Matthew Stackpool. And this is, why don't we take a vote? What do you guys think? So she got 2 charges, right? One of them ended up getting dropped as part of the plea. What do you think she did? Let me you guys say, what do you think she did? I'd like to hear your theories in the comments right now about what you think she did to get charged with computer crimes and obscenity. What do you think she did? Let's see. Suzette says porn. She's selling fun bag shops, but anything. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that is a big forehead, Vanilla Ice. You're right about that. Revenge porn. Everyone's saying revenge porn. You're on the right track. You are on the right track, except it's a little bit weirder than that. It's a little bit weirder than revenge porn. So revenge porn would be like, if she had videotape of somebody else having sex and then she put that on the internet, that would be revenge porn. It's weirder than that. It's weirder than that. I assure you. Let's find out what it is. It is not revenge porn, but it is along that route. It's actually worse than that. So I know this because, first of all, I love in her bio, it says Republican, strong religious views. It's important to point out now that the guy, Matt Stackpool, he has the parenting skills of a young Ryan Waters, in that he has none. He has a child with another woman who he abandoned and never sees and pays no child support to. I know this because I found her on Facebook. Her name is Jessica. And here is what Jessica posted. This is Jessica's restraining order that she has against this woman. This woman has an active restraining order against another human being because of this crime, because there's an actual victim in this, and her name is Jessica Stackpool, and she is the baby mama of her new hubby, Matthew Stackpool. I don't think the older child is theirs either. The younger one is. She's also got a bunch of aliases. She was Melissa Wright at the time. So I don't know where the Carone thing came from. Maybe she just bad Google or bad credit or something. She is the complete ratchet package, the complete package. So let's read Jessica Stackpool's Facebook post from New Year's Day. So not really on Messenger a whole lot, the victim in this, but I was communicating with a few people this morning and I came across this lovely piece that was sent to me a few weeks ago. There is currently a no contact order with the female, her, in this Christmas card, she was sent a picture of a Christmas card of Matthew Stackpool and her, which we will look at shortly. Because in November of 2018, she sent me pornographic videos of herself and Alexander's father. So Alexander's father is Matt Stackpool. So they made a porn movie together. Matt Stackpool and Wine Cooler Wendy. And this crazy bitch sends it to his ex, to his baby mama, who he abandoned. That's how much of a crazy fucking cunt she is. Like, I fucked your man. Here I am sucking his dick. Here you go. I mean, do you understand the ratchetness involved in that? This is Rudy Giuliani. This is the woman who is going to save democracy, folks. MAGA has attached their wagon to a chick who films herself getting fucked in the ass by her husband just so she can take the video and send it to her husband's ex. Okay? So it goes on. It gets better. It gets better. She went to the police department, Wine Cooler Wendy, at Lincoln Park and told them that I hacked into her personal email and stole the videos and was showing them to my former coworkers at Wahlburgers. So can you believe this? She's claiming that she only got the videos because she hacked into my email. Do I have evidence of that? No, but she did. It's the same fucking shit she testified at. Like, the same fucking shit. Like, there's fucking crime. I mean, this woman is making shit up. She's unfucking balanced. And we are parading her around as the savior of the Trump presidency, and there are fucking retards out there defending her. If you're fucking defending this woman, you are a fucking retard. There is no hope for you. I fucking hate you. I don't want you reading the blog. You're not here for the right reasons. Get the fuck out. I'd rather take a bunch of fucking Barney bros that aren't living in fucking denial than you. Okay? Get the fuck out. It goes on. Here's how the investigation goes. So, an investigation between Southgate and Lincoln Park proceeded into the spring of 2019. I was facing possible charges during this investigation because she's alleging that Jessica hacked into her email. During this time, I had to submit all of my devices, all of my passwords to every email and social media account. I also took a lie detector test to prove that I did not hack into her email and steal those videos. After months of an investigation, it was determined that she used public Wi-Fi from a business at Lincoln Park to send those videos to my email. She is an IT specialist with Ford Motor Company. She's fired now. She's using her education to commit felonies. So again, it was proven because Moron used a Wi-Fi and they actually investigated this shit. And that's why she had to freaking plea, because they got her. It was undeniable. So she is currently on probation since September, where she was sentenced on a lesser misdemeanor charge. But so there was a no contact order that will remain in effect for the year that she is on. So how is she getting this message then? Because this woman says she was just contacted with in her inbox. We'll see. Because again, it's illegal. Let's see. But there was a no contact order that will remain in effect the rest of the year that she is on probation. And it also includes my son, Alexander. She is the direct reason why there is no co-parenting situation between Alex's father and myself. She is the direct reason why Alexander has not spent one day with his father since January of last year. Alexander has been without a father. Alexander's father has been very busy with the little boy in the picture, who is not his, by the way. Who the fuck else knows who knocked this trashy broad up? His religious trashy broad. He goes to his soccer games. He spends family times with the other kid daily. This was sent to me from this third-party person because she, Wine Cooler Wendy, is to have no direct contact with me. So now, this is what I deal with. If we're a happy family with the baby on the way, then why is the ex-wife even a thought? And this is the picture. So some broad named Chelsea sends a goddamn... So obviously, Wine Cooler Wendy cannot contact Jessica. So she gets Chelsea to like, hey, Send her a picture of my Christmas card so we show them how happy we are. Let this bitch know we got another baby coming on the way, a revenge baby. So fuck you, cunt. I hope you like my porn videos too. What a psychopath. What a fucking psychopath. And the comment says, thought you'd like to see this since you seem infatuated with your ex and his wife. So there you go. There you go. There's the news you don't get anywhere else, folks. I'm going to publish this blog as soon as this show's over. She is a complete and total fraud. And the hope of the Trump campaign completely rests in her arms. I mean, it's just amazing. Rudy Giuliani, the mayor of New York City, who guided them through September 11th. This is what he's been reduced to. Borat in this. You don't want to become associated with this, guys. I'm telling you. It is a bad look. Just, it's okay. Let Trump do it because that's Trump's thing. And we all think Trump's funny. You don't need to go along with it. It's nonsense. Anyway, so Turtle Boy apparently does more background research than Rudy Giuliani does. It took me 5 minutes to fucking find that. It really wasn't that hard. I just found out his last name. I Googled her last name. And then that came up. It was really fucking easy. All right. Any questions you guys have? You raise a kid and leave your own son to raise himself. This is the definition of retriment. Not only that, you raise another kid who isn't your own. And then you knock her up. And then you make porn videos and you send it to your ex, who for some reason you're still thinking about. All right. Any other questions you guys have? If you have any questions, fire them out. If not, we'll call it a night. Go ahead. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who donated. If I missed anyone, I love you. That's probably why Sydney distanced herself from Trump. More like vice versa. Sydney's even crazier than because Sydney was the one that got Michael Flynn out of jail. And Lynn Wood is the guy who got the Covenant kids, the settlement with CNN and the Washington Post. So those guys have a good reputation, and they're just destroying it, man. They are destroying it. Turtle Club updates should be coming soon. By next week. I always say that, but hopefully it'll be here next week. The FOIA, I haven't heard back yet. Thanks for the reminder. I'll check up on that. I tried to get Mellissa. You can't friend request her, but I sent her a message, and I have not heard back yet. Is Angelo still PMing you? Somebody told me that Angelo deactivated his Facebook. He messaged me 5 billion times yesterday, and I don't even respond. He can see when I read his messages, and he gets so mad about it. And he did the whole like, you're mean thing again. Like he's back to that, Angelo. He is just a sad individual. Do I have the video? No. I wish I did because she's pretty hot. Like, let's be honest here. Like, you know. Lorena update, huh? Nothing. I haven't heard from Lorraine in like 2 weeks, and I'm not complaining about it. So on the day of my court date with Blarney, I also have a deposition that day. I'm not being deposed, but one of the guys who's suing me, Jamie Genero, is being deposed from Pet Trackers in Rhode Island. So that's going to be a busy day in court on Wednesday. Thank you, Dave DePerry. Appreciate that. Super sticker. Thank you, sir. With the affidavit she signed, do you know how much time she could actually spend in prison? How do you prove she's lying? She's just saying what she saw, you know? You can't disprove that. I did not see the security camera footage and video. I mean, everybody's talking about it. I just don't care, guys. What's the point of being like, yeah, okay, even if they did fucking cheat. So you get Georgia back. That's not enough. It's not even close to enough. It's over. If you got Wisconsin, Arizona, and Georgia back, it would be a tie. You got to get all those to get a fucking tie. It ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Metro update. They're done. I beat them in court, so I won. I will not be sharing the Zoom link, Michelle. Thank you, because I am taking this seriously. I don't want to turn this into a fucking zoo, you know? Like, I was a victim of a crime. I'm not taking any chances into, like, delegitimizing this, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Flying List says, I just want to say, Leigha Jandus is hotter than Mellissa Carone. Vote 1 in the comments if you think Melissa's hotter. Vote 2, Leigha. Go. Angelo has deactivated his Facebook account. I can't find him. If Trump faces charges, can he legally pardon himself? I don't know if you can do that. Let's see. Who are people voting for? Wow, all Leigha. Only Mike K. Mike K says he's the one vote for Melissa so far. Donald is also for him. Donald Solinsky says her. Everybody's saying Leigha. So there you go, Leigha. Congratulations. You're hotter than Wine Cooler Wendy. All right. Any other questions you guys have? Fire away. Can he pardon himself beforehand? I guess he can. He's doing like preemptive pardons. They're not going to go after him. What do they care? If that's really cunty of them. I mean, we didn't go after Hillary. You just, once you win, you win. What do you care? You know, you got what you really want. What do you care? You got the presidency. Jesus, look at these. You guys are horny. Yeah, that's true. Nixon was pardoned by Ford. That's true. That's true. Okay. Any other questions, guys, before we call it a night? Jesus. Can I get a pardon in Medford District? You got a court date? Sorry, I'll pardon you. Yeah, you're pardoned. Yeah, but Nixon, that's a good point. Nixon didn't pardon himself. The new president did. And I don't think Joe Biden's going to be returning that favor. Something tells me that. Joe Biden's already making shit up. He's said today 250,000 more people are going to die from COVID by January. So either he's just a liar and a fearmonger, or he's completely lost his ability to think straight. Probably the latter. There you go. We're still talking about that, huh? All right. Any other questions, guys? If not, we will call it a night. But yeah. All right, cool. No Lady Pond here. Okay, so I guess we'll call it a night, guys. Thanks for joining me. And we will be back for the live show with Brett on Saturday night. All right. Peace, Turtle Riders. Make sure to smash that like button too. Like all the pages. Uncle Turtle Boy on Facebook, Clarence Woods Emerson on Facebook, at Parler, or at Turtle Boy on Parler, and at TB_Aidan. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. All right. Peace, Turtle Riders.